Hi guys, welcome to the video. In this one I'm going to be fixing even more problems on my Volkswagen Vento. So since the last video I have realised that the exhaust knocks on the rear bumper quite a bit, so I'm going to try and heat that up and bend it down. It's already something I made myself a long time ago, so it's not very good. And then I've also realised that it doesn't get up to temperature, so I'm going to guess it's a thermostat because it does actually move on the gauge, so I'm going to try and replace that as well. And then those are the only two problems I've got for this video. It's running quite well otherwise, so I'm just going to get into it. So I've already found part of the problem, and that's this homemade exhaust hanger for my terribly homemade exhaust has come off, probably because it wasn't very well welded on there. So what I'm going to do is, because this exhaust seems to want to naturally be in this position where it hits the bumper, I'm going to try and heat it up a bit around here and see if by supporting this and kind of bending it downwards like that, I might be able to get it to naturally sit in a position that doesn't smash the bumper, and so it will be putting less stress on this. Right, so I'm going to bend this exhaust down. I've got a nice bit of oil soaked wood here, that'll do the job for supporting the exhaust. Then pretty much goal is just hang my entire body weight off this whilst heating up here and hope that it just doesn't crease.
Different shade. Yeah. And then gasket there.
So with this bent down into position now, I've made a bracket. This is probably going to only be temporary, but you know it's like temporary means till it falls off. Great stuff. So that doesn't knock on anything anymore, and it is now pretty well supported. So yeah, so that's good news. So yeah, exhausted. Now actually central in the exhaust hole, rather than being quite far to the right as it was before. Oh well, fix it now and accidentally fix another problem. So now I'm moving on to the thermostat. Unfortunately, I believed that this thermostat for this engine was actually up top, so I spent quite a while taking off what was just a top radiator hose junction to find out that it wasn't where the thermostat is, and then actually done what I should have done in the first place and googled it, and it turns out that the thermostat is down here. It is in an annoying spot right behind the power steering pump. So now I've just got to get the power steering pump off. Yes. Okay. Hey, Dad. Hehe. I'm alright now. Probably not the way to do it, but I suppose you call that using your head. Alright, so now I've got this precariously hanging power steering pump, which I'm just going to tighten up a touch. Yep. Alright, so now that that's off-ish, it is now time for me to get this thermostat housing off. So it's just 2 bolts here, I believe, unless Volkswagen snuck another one in there just to wind you up when you're trying to take your thermostat housing off. Not that I didn't make it difficult enough in the first place. Is it a 13? No, it's not a 13. I should have known that much by looking at it. Should probably get something to catch the coolant with. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Right, I am going to make the smart decision of moving the camera back. It's no longer in there. Yep, there we go. Oh, God. How am I incapable of not wearing whatever it is I'm trying to do? Ah, there we go. Oh, that second wind. Now it's all back together, so I'm just going to start bleeding it. So it's up to temperature now, so I can't see any obvious leaks. I'm going to take it out for a drive and check that it doesn't have heat, and then if that's all good, then yeah, fixed, no longer a problem. So that's it, took it for a run and I've ran it up here and it stays in the middle of the gauge. It doesn't overheat, and at the same time it now finally isn't cold every time I drive it. So that's it for this video. I'd like to thank everyone that has subscribed so far. I had a large influx of subscribers since I released my last video, so thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. I really appreciate it. With this now done mechanically, it's time for me to start moving on to doing some modifications to it. I've got a few things lying around that I want to fit, and I just, you know, nothing too drastic. It's just, you know, standard sort of modifications. Standard modifications. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with it. The other thing I've got coming up is the old Skoda Octavia VRS. That needs a good clean still. because it's got loads of just gunk all over it. It's not a particularly clean car, but it wouldn't be for having sat for 4 years. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.